The Korean government has confirmed that North Korea is rebuilding its main nuclear facility in Yongbyon. The passion of Korean parents to give their children the best education has been parodied by a famous Hollywood singer-songwriter. Swimming superstar Park Tae-hwan is using his Olympic fame to help people in need. Hello and welcome to KBS World News Today. It's Thursday, the 4th of September. The Korean government has confirmed that North Korea is rebuilding its main nuclear facility in Yongbyon. This has threatened prospects for the six-party nuclear talks and the North Korea's denuclearization process.
North Korea is confirmed to have started restoring its main nuclear plant in Yongbyon. The move has prompted parties to the six-way nuclear talks to discuss countermeasures. A Seoul government source says Pyongyang is reinstalling the equipment taken out in the disablement process. South Korea says it'll first get an accurate assessment of the situation before taking concrete action. But the government source says aid to the North could get suspended if things deteriorate. The South Korean Foreign Ministry has criticized North Korea for setting back denuclearization progress and undermining the six-way talks. Seoul has urged Pyongyang not to aggravate the situation. The North says the U.S. has failed to keep its pledge to remove it from the U.S. list of terrorism-sponsoring nations even after the North demolished its nuclear complex. Pyongyang in retaliation said late last month that it's considering reassembling the plant. Washington and Pyongyang are at odds over collection of samples and other verification issues. Unless the two sides resolve these sticky points, the situation is unlikely to improve soon. The parties to the six-way talks had agreed to complete discussion on nuclear disablement and compensation to the North by late October. If the nuclear disablement process does not resume before this month is over, aid to North Korea will likely be suspended.
Buddhists are pressing the government to remove its alleged religious bias. They have threatened to hold protests if adequate responses to their demands are not made.
Delegates from the country's 27 Buddhist orders and organizations have gathered for a meeting. They say the government has neglected their numerous requests to prevent religious discrimination. The Buddhists say they'll wait for the government's response until right before the Chuseok holidays. Buddhist leaders say that they will hold protests in Daegu and North Gyeongsang province unless the president issues an apology. A pan-Buddhist obedience committee will fight the government's religious bias during President Lee Myung-bak's term. Liberal Christian figures visited the chief executive of Joge Order to console Buddhists and pledged to seek interfaith harmony.
정부와 불교와의 갈등이 기독교와 불교와의 갈등, 종교 간의 갈등으로 번져서는 안 되겠다는 데 대한 확인을 서로 했고요.
The Chuseok holidays are just 10 days away, so many wonder what the government will do to appease Buddhists.
The passion of Korean parents to give their children the best education possible is well known throughout the world. A famous Hollywood singer-songwriter has written a song parodying this phenomenon.
This song tells Americans to hire Korean parents as a solution to faltering U.S. academic performance. This is the latest release by Randy Newman, a famous Hollywood singer-songwriter. The song seems to applaud the academic excellence of Koreans, describing how most Korean students are at the top of their class and are considered smarter. But it pokes fun of Korean parents, saying they force their children to study and turn into study machines.
Just by using fourths, the Korean kids at the schools my kids have gone to finish at the head of the class. And yet, you can't stereotype a whole people, even if it's a compliment.
Newman has won numerous Grammy and Emmy Awards for his film scores. He's also received 14 Academy Award nominations. The song solely attributes Korean academic excellence to the overbearing drive of Korean parents. This is debatable, but his singling out of Koreans is food for thought.
Seoul National University has held the biggest job fair in its history. The high attendance rate shows even graduates of the country's #1 university are having a hard time finding jobs.
Students crowd around the job booths set up at Seoul National University. They get employment counseling in a time when the job market is tight.
예전에는 벌써 입학할 때쯤에는 거의 정해져 있었어요. 선배들 이렇게 나가는 길들이. 근데 저희는 좀 많이 보고 있어요. 그러니까 분야가 딱 어디 하나에 딱 정해져 있다기보다는 이곳저곳.
Even booths of small and mid-sized companies, not part of the country's top 100, are getting endless visits by young job keepers. The job fair is the 5th held by Seoul National University. This year's fair is the largest of its kind, with 91 companies participating. The school is putting effort into helping its graduates find jobs, as the job market is tough even for those highly educated.
각 단과대학의 교수님들께서 직접 취업 문제에 대한 어떤 여러 가지 연구를 하시고 기업 임원진들도 토론자로 함께 참여하시고.
Yonsei University has also invited 130 firms to its job fair, which has drawn around 2,000 students. College career fairs are getting more popular as competition for employment grows fiercer.
The western city of Junju is famous for its rich cultural heritage. City officials have promoted Junju's rich culture in Russia.
Some 20 ingredients, from spicy hot pepper paste to assorted vegetables, decorate this dish. The deputy Junju mayor and the Russian vice culture minister mix bibimbap, or Korean spicy mixed rice, with a big spatula. Junju held a fair in Moscow to introduce the trademark Korean food to the Russian market. A long line of Russians wait to taste the dish.
Очень вкусно. И эта острота, она, по-моему, заостряет даже ум в какой-то степени, начинаешь соображать лучше.
Мне очень понравился кибимпап. Я его первый раз попробовала сегодня. Вкус очень необычный.
The Korean city seeks to appeal to the Russian palate with traditional Korean fare, just like America's hamburgers and Japanese sushi have done.
전주 비빔밥이 영양가 면에서 그리고 웰빙식으로 세계인들에게 인정을 받기 시작했습니다. 이번 행사를 통해서 러시아인에게도 기호식품으로서 전주 비빔밥이 자리 잡을 수 있도록 노력하겠습니다.
Junju is also sounding out the possibility of marketing another of the city's famed products, the traditional paper hanji. People at the fair were encouraged to take part in a hanji making demonstration and hanji crafts. Experts say setting up cultural infrastructure, such as a traditional Korean village, is the most urgent task for spreading traditional Korean culture in Russia.
Swimming superstar Park Tae-hwan is using his Olympic fame to help people in need. The Olympic gold medalist has avoided appearing on television, but he is not hesitant about attending charity events.
Park Tae-hwan made history in the Beijing Olympics last month by raising Korean swimming to a world-class level. He was selected Korea's most impressive and outstanding Olympic team member. He signed a motorbike that was auctioned off for charity. Park donated the bike to help his high school, where many students are training to be swimmers like himself. He's donated about $87,000 to his university for scholarships. He says he wants to help others more.
앞으로도 수영계에서 저뿐만 아니라 좋은 후배들이 나올 수 있도록 열심히 하는 그런 마음으로 경기고에 모금하려고 합니다.
The young swimmer has shown his passion and fire go beyond the pool.
A teenager has gotten into a middle school for art, despite suffering from a disability. His mother has shown a unique degree of self-sacrifice to get him in.
This is an art class for 7th graders at Busan Middle School of Art. The student's face lights up as he chooses his colors and cuts paper with the help of his teacher and friends.
그림을 그리고 친구들과 함께 놀아서 재밌어요.
Sungmin has a developmental disability. It took him a year to enter this art school. The relentless petitioning of his mother got him in. Sungmin was denied admission because of his disability. His mother then waged a long and lonely battle to get him in for 1 year.
세월이 1년이니까 마음고생을 많이 했지만 그래도 우리 아이가 원하는 학교에 올 수 있게 돼서 너무 기쁘고.
The good-natured Sungmin has made a lot of friends at school.
미술실기나 이론 같은 걸 해보면서 되게 서로 친해지고 그래서 그런 좋은 것 같아요.
애들이랑 잘 지내고요. 또 예술하는 학생이다 보니까 또 그만의 순수함도 있고 그러다 보니까 이제 아무래도 성민이가 가지는 그런 순수함과 잘 어울려서 조화롭게 잘 지내고 있습니다.
Sungmin says his dream is to become a painter.
Oceans near South Jeolla province have become rich in anchovies, drawing scores of fishermen to the area. The discovery of a large anchovy school has boosted the sluggish fishing industry ahead of the Chuseok holidays.
Fishermen in 2 vessels lift fishing nets in waters off Sori Island in the Korean Strait. The island is 3 hours away from the southwestern port city of Yeosu. The fishermen struggle with the heavy catch to finally lift their nets packed with silver anchovies. The fish are collected using a thick tube and transported immediately to the processing vessel, where they're boiled in hot water. The daily catch volume reaches 7 tons, the highest since July.
소멸치, 중멸치 기준으로 해가지고 예전보다 약 한 50% 더 증산이 됐다고 그렇게 보면 될 수 있겠습니다.
More than 80 vessels in the 16 groups catch about 110 tons of anchovies daily in waters off Yeosu. That accounts for 25% of the area's combined catch. The abundant catch has boosted the region's anchovy fishing industry ahead of the Chuseok holiday. The sector had been in a slump due to soaring oil prices. Prices of the anchovies are also going up near one of the nation's 2 biggest holidays. A box weighing 1.5 kilograms of anchovies cost more than $21.
다른 품목보다도 멸치를 선물로 하는 것이 가격도 적당하고 가장 저렴하지 않을까 그렇게 생각됩니다.
Thanks to the abundant catch, the anchovy fishing industry of Korean Strait is overcoming its slump.
It takes a lot of work and ideas to satisfy today's sophisticated consumers, and the food industry is no exception. Today we take a look at a variety of fantastic offerings that are captivating people's taste buds. This is a coffee shop in Seoul, a perfect place to enjoy a relaxing afternoon with a cup of coffee. But bright color beverages grab our attention. These beverages come in yellow, pink, and blue. But surprisingly, they are all coffee. These coffee varieties delight not only customers' taste buds, but also their eyes. The secrets to their vivid colors are coloring powders extracted from different plants. The colors yellow and blue come from Cape jasmine fruit, and the pink powder is extracted from red beets. The coloring powder is mixed into milk to change the color of coffee. The yellow color coffee is sweeter than ordinary coffee because caramel is added to the basic ingredients. Adding condensed milk makes pink coffee taste milder, and dark chocolate is added to give a rich and deep flavor to the blue coffee.
일반적으로 사람들이 커피하면 어두운 색만 생각하는데 이렇게 색상이 특이한 커피를 마셔보니까 일반 커피보다 더 달콤하고 부드러워서 좋은 것 같아요.
Some people are sick and tired of round pizzas. So here's a 1 meter long rectangular pizza to satisfy their demand. Instead of tossing the dough like when making a round pizza, this pizza dough is stretched to its length by rolling it with a rolling pin. It has more than 3 times the topping than an ordinary pizza. Since it's long and big, servers have to be really careful when delivering it to the table.
피자가 엄청 커서 여럿이서 와서 하나만 시켜서 먹어도 돼서 좋고요. 그리고 맛도 두 가지라서 질리지 않아서 좋고 다른 피자보다 끝이 바삭바삭해서 좋아요.
Another unusual offering can be found in this rice cake cafe located in downtown Seoul. This cafe experiment with rice cake and made sandwiches out of it. A mixture of chopped cabbage, cucumber, carrots, ham, and boiled egg is placed between two layers of soft white rice cake to complete a rice cake sandwich. The sandwich is just as filling as tasty as those made with bread. The kimchi rice cake roll is made by first stir-frying kimchi with sesame leaves and then rolling it in white rice cake and black rice cake. The combination of chewy rice cake and sweet kimchi mixture is just perfect. All you need to make these unusual and popular dishes is just the courage to think outside of the box. Here are today's economic indicators and the weather. That's it for this edition of KBS World News Today. Have a nice day and thank you for watching.